Okay, so it's a fire sign that's going through judgment once again. They're trying to hold you back. Someone wants to hold on to you, Libra. Oh, they're trying to hold on to your energy. Oh, these people make me sick. Aries. Look how they're looking at you. Okay? This person leaves, look at them, they're a lemon. They leave a sour taste in your mouth. Or there's a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo that's trying to hold you back. And there's someone here that's watching this energy. Or this earth sign is working with this emperor, some type of leader. You're independent and self-sufficient. So yeah, there's definitely like an earth sign here that's trying to hold on to you or hold you back. Who is this Four of Pentacles? Who is this earth sign? These cards are so slippery, just like this earth sign. Oh, someone's sad for trying to cloak their energy. Now they're crying. Cry me a river. Yeah. The devil. This person's the devil. Could be a Capricorn. So it could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo, but the devil's a Capricorn. This person's bound by the devil. They may have, this could be, someone wants to hold on to you because they're bound. The evil, the dark, the moon, illusions, lies, secrets coming to the hidden enemies, coming to the surface. Temperance, earth angel energy. So you're shining the light. Someone here, look, there's some type of illusion. Illusions mean like someone's casting a self-illusion. Okay. I'll say it again in regards to what a delusional person is. A delusional person. A delusional person holds, okay, holds fixed, false beliefs that are resistant to reason or contrary evidence, representing a disconnection from shared reality. Okay? These firm, irrational beliefs are not consistent with the person's cultural or religious backgrounds. Oh, let me just charge this up. They may be involved. They may involve paranoia, grandiosity, or other themes, often causing significant distress and impairment in daily functioning. Key characteristics: unshakable belief. The conviction is held with absolute certainty despite clear contradictory evidence. Cultural context. The belief is not shared by others in a subculture or community. Types of delusions. Common types include persecution, persecutory, believing one is being harmed, and gradios, believing one has special superior powers or identity. Okay, so this is what this energy thinks as Capricorn. Bizarre, these non-bizarre. Delusions are deemed bizarre if they are clearly implausible, e.g. alien implantation, while non-bizarre delusions involve situations that could happen in real life, such as being followed, okay? Uh, Emotional reactivity. When challenged, individuals may become angry, agitated, or distressed, okay? Delusional disorder. A specific, often rare mental health condition where a person experiences one or more delusions for at least a month without other severe symptoms, or psychosis, like hallucinations. Now, people that usually deal with psychosis, there's called crack psychosis, all right? They may otherwise function normally. Psychosis, other conditions. Delusions can also be symptoms of broader conditions, including schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or severe depression, sometimes accompanied by hallucinations. So someone here has schizophrenia, and it's funny because my sister said to me that she's got schizophrenia, and not only that, along with, these other energies that are smoking class A, all right? Well, you know, the psychosis, yeah? And they'll make up fantasies in their head, okay? Well, this is an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, the devil, Capricorn energy. Maybe these energies haven't been diagnosed, I don't know. Ace of Cups, your cup overfloweth, okay? Or someone here is crying or something like that, or someone here thought in their delusional mind like they could always hold on to you, or they think like they have power or reign over you. Six of Wands. Yeah, this person's hating that you're getting recognition. Or this fire sign, there's a fire sign maybe with them that isn't going to get some type of recognition, okay? So there is a Capricorn involved, maybe in Taurus, a Virgo, yeah. Don't have to be all of them, it could be just one of them or whatever, or these could be people you're dealing with. There's a fire sign here that wants some type of recognition, being rewarded for something that they've done, okay, or something that they believe they can do. Knight of Pentacles. Someone here, you see these type of people, they're delusional. This could have been someone that, reached out and said, you want some money? Because this person can't take rejection. Okay, so you could be someone that has exposed them, trying to cloak their energy. Now they're sad. All right? The Moon, illusions and the lies. Illusions, again, in regards to Okay, delusions, casting illusions, they're delusional, that's a sickness. Okay, so whoever these people are, maybe they've been diagnosed with schizophrenia, bipolar disorder. Okay, hi. So yeah, I said, like, these people are, they've got something wrong with them, and they were trying to cloak themselves. And the lies are now coming to the surface, and people are now starting to see the truth. You're an earth angel. You're just trying to move on with your life. You're healing. So this could have been, someone in your family members, people that you no longer surround yourself with. Okay. Or you may still have these type of energies near you, or you come across someone, or and it's funny because this guy that when I was walking down there and the girl said, "Get your stuff and get out," he said to me that she's got bipolar. Queen of Pentacles. You're standing your ground. You're blocking. Three of Swords. Someone could be heartbroken. Look, there's different fire signs, okay? This could have been people that, maybe they threatened you or they tried to cause you some discomfort by threatening, and maybe you reported that energy, or there was a Capricorn that that still dibbles and dabbles, okay? I mean, all these energies in these three cards are very simple. They're like, in regards to my situation, this fire sign, he said to me, I caught him on my CCTV, he said he lived next door to my mum, which where my sister lived with my mum, okay? He was involved with my brother or my sister or both. She lied, she casted an illusion. She said that she didn't like the guy next door, which his fire sign said it was his uncle. But then the guy that passed away, that supposedly was his uncle, told me before he passed away that this Taurus, i.e. my half sister, was driving him in a car. She drove and got away from the police. But she said that she never liked him. She's never been around him. Okay, but he told me different. Why would he need to lie? And then his fire sign, the same one that lived next door to my mum, that we used to go there, okay, comes to my home. This is when I weren't really that's when I really started paying attention. But I was like, okay, well, he obviously knows my mum, he knows my sister, he knows my brother. I just never thought like how deep this was. But one day I was in my sitting room doing a reading. He said he needed to use the toilet. I said, fine. He took long. I literally finished the reading and he still hadn't come back out. And I thought, what's he doing? As I come out of my sitting room, he was coming out of my bedroom. So I said, what are you doing? Oh, my friend had just rang me and, I didn't want to disturb you. Okay, well, you've got my balcony there. My bedroom door had a lock on it. When I rewound my CCTV, because I swear he must have seen it and thought it may have been a dud, but I don't deal with fake stuff, okay? I'm not about to climb up there in school and wire up all this stuff knowing that it's fake. It don't make sense. So him with his brazen self, what I saw him do on the camera was he went out of my sitting room. As he walked past my bedroom, he unlocked the door, went into the bathroom, then sneaked back out, then sneaked in my room. But my CCTV was pointed, like I had a glass bit above the bedroom door, so you could see him opening up my wardrobe, and that's where my handbag was, okay? So I said to him, don't worry, I'm going to rewind my CCTV, I'm going to check it. When I mean he left, he had the audacity to say, well, he ain't got no money in there anyway. But his friend was on the other end of the phone. He was on a live call, and his friend had tattoos around his face. So I don't know, maybe if he'd done the live and went like that and showed all my card details to the guy. As I was talking to him, my brother then rang. Oh, who you with? My brother's never rang me to ask me, never. I said, oh, I'm with this guy that used to live next door to Mum. Oh, let me speak to him. Oh, they was having a good old chat on that phone, like they've known each other years. So my radar started with, no. Yeah, I was like, all right, so you're involved as well. Because my brother's a crackhead, and he ain't got no teeth, yeah? And I saw that when he's at my mum's funeral. So this Adam, his name is Adam, he left. I think his name is Adam. He tried to say he had a twin brother. I don't think he did. I think it was a lie. Again, you know, these people cast illusions, don't they? They're not in their own reality. So he left. Then the door knocked again. He says, my keys in there. I said, your keys ain't here. I said, but I'll tell you something. I said, let me tell you something. I said, I've looked on my CCTV and I've seen you go in my wardrobe. And when he did, after he left, I went and checked my handbag, and, you know, it'd been opened and the purse was open. And I said, don't worry, I'm going to show this to the police. But then he said that his friends would push a gun in my face. I was like, all right, okay, well, number one, I don't take threats easily. And, you know where I live. Simple as that, okay? And I never saw him again after that. But then I gave the police, I took a slide picture of him. So I called the police and a sergeant come, you know, sergeants with the flat hats. Yeah, they come, 2 policewomen. And he was like, well, yeah, you know, that's serious, because that's threatening my life. So yeah, the 2 police officers, she was like, what you watching? I don't know, they were just weird. I said, look, I was watching a film. Just asking me questions that had nothing to do with the situation that I called them for. I was starting to get really pissed off. I said, what if you come here to find out what I'm watching on my TV in my home? They started asking me about the pyjamas that I wore. I said, my mum gave them to me. Anyway, they left. I think another police officer came and I gave her his picture. I said, don't worry, he's been in jail before. If you check your system, I'm sure. I said, he's bald, he looks like Arabic, or he's not, I wouldn't say he's mixed race, I don't know. He had a bald head. And I gave them his photo. I told you this story already. And then within the week, they were like, well, you know, we've put an, is it called an APR or something like that they put out, and they've had his picture up. Then a week later, they told me, you know, they couldn't find him and they were closing the case. I was like, wow, okay. I don't know if he got picked up or arrested, but I do know that he was living somewhere. Where was he living again? Somewhere around Kensington, in some hostel. But he bought some back. He bought a couple of bags. He goes, I've got some clothes for you if you want them. He goes, I've got them because there's like this charity shop in Fulham, but like there's a lot of rich people up there. You know, you can get some nice bits and pieces out of there. I'm not gonna lie. And he started showing me all this stuff, bits and pieces, and I was like, okay, but I ended up throwing them away. 'Cause, um, yeah. And then he said, oh, I'll do burglaries and, you know, if I ever get new jewellery, I'll bring it and I hide it in your plant pot. I said, I don't need no jewellery, thanks. I don't want no stolen goods. Yeah. So, you know, this one there sounds like him. The Capricorn sounds like the one that I knew from Edward Woods. That come in my flat and said to me as soon as he stepped in, can I smoke in here? And I don't mean cigarette, I mean crack. I beg you let me do a thing in here. I was like, wait a minute, you've just got a cab all the way from Croydon, or did your friend drop you off? And I said, do you want to come in my home and smoke drugs in my home? Like crack? I said, no. So that's when I pretended like, I said, do you want a cup of tea? So I went in the kitchen, but I was standing by the door and I was like that. So as soon as my back was turned, he was on the phone. No, I couldn't do it, you know, no, she didn't. And I was like, oh, right, okay. And that was it. I ain't seen him again either. Yeah, and this Taurus, I mean, I'm not going to lie, she looked exactly like that. Exactly. Let me see if I can get a picture of her. And you know what I'm talking about. You be an enemy to me and you want to do shit like that behind my back, I'm going to expose you. That's a picture of me. Anyway, so there's the wardrobe. There's my wardrobe. That cost 800 and nearly £900 that they stole. There's my oak furniture land wardrobe there, okay, that they stole. Or apparently went missing out of the storage unit. Okay, let me see these pictures. Okay, that's my CCTV up there. Oh gosh. That's my CCTV that I had. And then the police had the cheek to say that I was paranoid. I mean, audacity. Oh, I miss my cat. I used to treat it like my baby, look. In a little hammock. Isn't that sweet? Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to find the picture. So, this was the girl that was at my mum's funeral. This photo was taken at my mum's funeral. And this one here that I'm about to show you is also a Taurus. And that was the one who said at my mum's photo, oh, at my mum's funeral, oh, I'm prettier than you. And I thought, like, what a weird comment. Her. Trying to find this picture. Give me a second. I don't know. This fire sign could have, you know, again, the devil represents some real hard, under some hard substance, okay? And when I look at this photograph of the t-shirt that my sister was wearing, okay, there she is again. That's my sister, whose dad is a was a Freemason. We don't talk. I don't talk to none of them. This may make someone laugh. Yeah, but I'm trying to look for the photograph where they was all at my mum's funeral. And they were giving me some daggers, both of them, both the Tauruses. And I caught it on a photograph. I look, Marvin Christopher. I wonder if they taken that name from Marvin, was Marvin Christopher. And sometimes this is what they do in it. They use other people's name. Yeah, anyway, let's get back to the reading. Yeah, because he had a photograph up of a picture of him. That's all I've ever known him by, the Capricorn, as Marvin Christopher. And I've just seen on there that there's another black guy with the exact same name, and it ain't his photo. The world, oops, sorry, YouTube. The world. So a cycle's closed out. You've closed cycles out with these people because, you know, we're not about to deal with especially like when you're a ruler of your empire or whatever you've built from the ground up. You're not about to entertain these low vibe, like hardcore drug addicts. And I'm not, you know, some people can't get off it. I'm not throwing shade, but when you do evil with it and you want to harm people and start threatening people, that's when it comes like, that's another level. 8 of Cups, you weren't emotionally fulfilled, whether it's with the group or the people you knew or the family members. Yeah, you embarked on a new journey. Someone could be stuck for trying to sacrifice you. Okay, and this is why this earth sign's trying to hold on to you. Boy, people, can you believe family? They're wicked, you know. Wicked. That could be your energy, all right? You're a leader. Six of Swords, you're just moving to calmer waters. Some of you could be moving away from these energies because, you know about the lies and you just want to move away from them. Someone's watching you from a distance, okay? Knowing that, your ships are coming in or your ships are at a distance, but they're coming in. And this is why you've got these energies that want to hold on to you, because they have some serious, problems. Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is family, and the 10 is a completion. It's over. It wasn't a happy family. I mean, when you was younger, you may, had happy times, children. You loved your little sister or your little brother, but that was then. When they want to come and take payments to hold you back, hold on to you, or to sacrifice you, Nah, them days have gone right out the window. Okay, so you ain't got no happy connections with them no more. Okay, it's over. Knight of Swords. Someone could have got the truth, or they're angry. Okay, Knight of Swords. Someone could be rushing somewhere because they've got information. Or this is Knight of Swords is a bold communicator. Okay. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So there could be someone that, you know, is on your side or doesn't like what you've been through, or what the family have done, or what these people that are connected to your family have done. This is turning your back to go on a new journey. There's the world in your hand. So it's like you're looking out, right? So when you turn your back to embark on a new journey, you may have just been there and thinking there's more to life than being stuck at this, you know, situation or around these people. Like, you know, you're looking at the world and you're like, it's a vast, so much out there. And you turn your back to the past. You're like, you're not keeping me stuck here. You're not having control of me. And this is when you decided, and not only that, you were like, you know, the lies and illusions and the backstabbing and whatever. You moved away. You see the cups, there's nothing in the cups, they're all empty. And you had an idea, some of you, okay? Or they may have been in with someone else, or they had an idea, they could have done something on the web, I don't know, okay, concerning you to get everyone else to turn their back on you. All right, this woman's naked here, so it could have been something like that. All right. You know, there was a guy on YouTube the other day, and he said, this is how easy it is to put yourself. He goes, right, he was looking for like different things, and weren't bad. Like this one with him fighting with Pokemon. So he put himself in it, and you'd actually think it was him. It was him, but it was AI. And the way how they put him in that situation is crazy. It's frightening. AI is frightening, to be honest. Page your wands. Okay, that's a child. Whether it's someone's child, Aries, Leo, Sag, or this is someone that's younger than you, Divine Feminine. Nine of Wands, you got your boundaries up. I mean, look at that person. I mean, do they not look like they're under the influence? Do they not look like they haven't slept for days? The dark rings around their eyes. Do they not look paranoid? Scorpio energy, death. Tell you, these people get so desperate to get money that I'm not saying they caused someone's death, I'm not sure, but maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but they may have, you know, also done a life insurance. But I mean, again, with the angel of death, it's like them you know, into some dark shit, cloaking their energy, yeah? These are like cult members, you know, wanting to sacrifice you, and God's there, like, you don't. They're protecting you and your son. You may have some powerful people protecting you, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. I mean, you're wearing white. These people are all in black. The group's fighting. So we've got someone now watching you, which is information, communication, watching. Now there's a big fighting argument. I mean, I didn't have a happy upbringing anyway. My mum was an alcoholic, you know. I got taken into care from the age of 4. You know, my mum used to talk about a house all the time. And then I had a dream of the black bags of my sister in the house. I see her taking black bags out of a room. And then that same Adam come with the black bags. Oh, look, I got these from the shop. I think they could be like people's stuff or clothes that have passed away. And then they make money in these shops. I know they say, you know, because these people, like, they'll cloak their energy. Oh, we work in a charity shop. And then they're making money from the clothes. You're having a victory. Warrior energy, you're moving forward. Okay? Strength. I mean, you know, you know, like these people that threaten me, like, I'm like, what? Look, one thing you don't do, you don't threaten and give someone a heads up. If you're going to do something, you're going to do it. All right? And I'm not easily threatened, or you can't put me in fear like that. That stuff don't faze me. Yeah? Stop talking about it. Because what they want you to do is psychological, yeah? They want you to live in fear. 6 of Cups. And this is why, you know, I can either be in my shadow side or light side, because, and I'm not looking pity, but the things I've been through, you know, again, as I said, God will give his strongest warriors the hardest battles. Okay? You know, there's so many times that, you know, I've been in intensive care, or, you know, I've gone through domestic violence, to so many things. Like, my heart ain't black, but I'm not feared easily by people. Like, if you're going to do something, do it. Ace of Wands, like passion or adventure. The Sun, someone's getting exposed, or there's a red flag in regards to children, because they're divine. You see, like the horn, it's like a unicorn. No, it ain't. It hasn't got the unicorn. But red flags. Or someone lies. Because they're delusional. They're lovers. And these people, this person, they'll go from one place, because they're a manipulator. They just want to go around making people feel sorry for them. And again, as I said, she rang me up. And she's like, Mum said that you let me out like when I was a baby. I said, what are you talking about? When I was 4, you weren't even born, number one. And if they do their checks, it wasn't you that was let out by the front door because you weren't born, number one. It was my brother, Michael, that opened the door. And the police found us on the dual carriageway in Acton. Yeah? Stop lying. And then she was like, oh, no, what I meant was like when he's older, when he come out of care, like, shut up, you liar. Justice. Okay? So there could be a judge that knows some truth, or maybe bringing justice to you or to the situation. For some of you would be treated unfairly. Some of you may receive, if your inheritance or something is taken, you may receive something back. I don't know. Okay. Knight of Wands. This is why you're not dealing with these energies, because some of them think like you don't know that you could be getting something, or they want to rush in and like, no. Someone's passion, but they want to come in and have passion with you. No thanks. Or they know they're going to jail and they're like, oh, well, you can look after me if I go to jail. Or Seven of Cups. Trying to cast an illusion. A water sign. Or it's just a dark energy. Or someone uses emotions to manipulate, to get what they want from people, because they're a thief. So it's these energies again, they're thieves. There may be people that have lost things when they've been around these energies. Maybe they've noticed. There could be people they've been around and they're like, yeah, I remember something went missing out of my home when they was at mine, or something like that, okay? You need to come forward. King of Cups. Page of Swords. Guarded and vigilant. Well, they're guarded and vigilant because they know that they've casted illusions. Page of Cups. Maybe someone wants to come and give you a message from a Pisces, because we've got the fish in a cup. Or someone wants to apologise. Or a page is someone that either, worked for a Pisces, or someone's, I don't know. But you see how that man is looking at that person. And we've got the fish in a cup. And then there's a fish. You've got a fish there. Okay? Someone could feel bad, like wish fulfillment. I mean, this looks like the guy that lived in the place in the temporary accommodation I lived in. He was a Scorpio, he said. And he said to me, oh, if you could get chopped up, or something like that, he said. I don't know. Well, someone here is like, maybe you are the wish fulfillment. It could be a water sign. Marriage, or someone wants to marry you, or you may receive some type of estate back. King of Swords. Maybe someone was cold and calculating, and it could have been to get information. Maybe they're cold and calculating to these energies, or someone was working with this group. That was the King of Swords. Five of Swords. Someone who wanted to win at all costs. You could have been self-aware. I mean, again, look. They may have cut their hair, but someone's guarded and vigilant now after coming between a relationship, or someone's guarded because they may think someone they're with that they're married to is going to come back to you, or maybe they know that you're that person's wish fulfillment. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, collective. Anyway, hi, thank you for joining me. So yeah, a lot of you starting to wake up and see the truth, or some of you could be still around certain energies, and maybe you're picking up signs and synchronicities, or yeah, just pay attention to what's going on around you. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Bye.